What's going on, Panthers Nation? Hey fellas, I want to jump on here and just talk a little shit. Panthers, obviously, but Cam Newton, man. Cam Newton, maybe the best red zone threat in the league. League MVP, Cam Newton. And I gotta tell you, that MVP year, it's starting to look a lot like Michael Vick's year. You remember Michael Vick? He had some dynamic seasons with the Falcons, kicked some ass, but he never really was there. Everybody was bitching that he can't throw. And I had some, that wasn't just bullshit. Dude, he was kind of weak in certain areas. And spectacular running. And making plays because of his running ability. He could make a big play off that with his arm too, because he could buy himself some time, get somebody open. But ultimately, he couldn't put it all together, it didn't seem like. And then he went to the Eagles and had one hell of a year. And then just fell off again. And that was it. That was the end of his story. I'm afraid we've seen the end of Cam Newton's story. Came out as a rookie. Set the league record for rushing touchdowns for a quarterback. Had like a 500-yard game, his first pro game. And it was magical. Dude's killing it. But then, it's just more of the same. Like, he's always been a dynamic player, but he's not putting it all together, it don't look like. And then, 15-1 Super Bowl run, killed it. But it's almost like when he didn't jump on that fumble in the Super Bowl, that was almost like an omen of shit to come. Because last year's Cam wasn't Super Bowl, it wasn't league MVP. It wasn't the same guy. We weren't watching that same playmaker go out there and just blast people and run with the ball and make plays. And he's saying a lot of shit. Like, he's always seemed like maybe he's a bad loser a little bit, whatever. But we watched him, I don't know, we've heard him talk about how it's not fun anymore, and he's complaining about the hits. And it's hard to say that dude's soft because, obviously, the plays he makes and the hits he takes, and he gives his body up, all prior to that Super Bowl. I've not seen that Cam since that Super Bowl. I've not seen the guy who's running and diving for the end zone and blasting people and lowering on them. I don't see that. I don't see Superman anymore. Now it's like we've just got a good quarterback. Like, what's the difference between Cam Newton and Andy Dalton? What's the difference? Matt Ryan, a much better season last year. Obviously, that was his run. We'll get to see if he's legit. But I don't see, Cam Newton isn't that next big thing right now. Now, it's only been 1 year. But if you look at his whole career, it ain't nothing spectacular. His rushing stats have always been great. But touchdowns, throwing, we're looking at what? 20 touchdowns a year, 14 picks. This ain't no magical shit we're talking about. 230, 240 yards a game. It ain't bad. Andy Dalton ain't bad. But he's not league MVP. 35 passing touchdowns, however damn many he put up rushing. I don't see that guy anymore. What happened to him? Now he's out here bitching about hits and taking sacks, not running with the ball, not making plays with his feet like he was. Where's that Cam Newton that ran over 9 fucking Falcons to get a first down for us? Where's that dude? Either way, I'm not saying he's done, but I am saying this year, this is make or break time for Cam. I also think homeboy's going to leave the league early. I don't think he's going to hang around for, 12 seasons. I don't think he likes getting beat up on out there. I hope I'm wrong about that, because I never would have said that till last year. Even when he didn't dive on that fumble, it was obviously kind of a bitch moment. It was like, whatever. He got caught up. Maybe I try to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's clearly not a soft player. He don't try to get away from contact. So whatever happened on that fumble, I try to give him the benefit on. And until last year. And I saw 16 games of that shit. Now I'm not really giving him so much benefit of the doubt. I think that's who he's become. So going into this season, I think we need to see something. I think we leave this year with a bad record, and more importantly, a poor performance from Cam. We're going to be held hostage, man. It's like how Romo had the Cowboys. He's too good. You can't let him go. You can't cut Cam. He's the future of your team. League MVP. He's got some talents that nobody else in the league has. Nobody's taking that away from him. But for me personally, if I don't see something out of this year that reminds me of who he's supposed to be, I think that's it. I think he's a wrap. And honestly, that's my opinion. I don't think we're going to see any. I don't think Cam Newton leads the Panthers to a Super Bowl. I think his best days are behind him. Unless we change the plan, and with Riviera, we ain't going to change shit. Cam Newton was the only thing that made Riviera even look decent. And if we don't have Superman anymore, it's a sad damn time to be a Panthers fan, man. I think we can put some shit together, but I don't know about a Super Bowl run. I don't know about a deep playoff push. All right, man. That's all I got. Later, fellas.